Kevin Lawrence here, and today I want to share with you a fascinating conversation I had with a young teenager around ADD and dyslexia. And in the world that I work with entrepreneurs and leaders, ADD is one of these things that's extremely common, but often not really talked about. It's one of these things that people aren't advertising the fact that they might have ADD or dyslexia. Yet it turns out some of the most high-performing leaders I work with have ADD regularly, and dyslexia is quite common, particularly in entrepreneurs. So in this conversation, I was having a conversation with with Devin. He was 17 at the time, and he was the son of one of my clients who had really struggled with ADD and dyslexia in school. And we're sitting in a cafe having a conversation, and we're talking about it, and I wanted to understand from his perspective what it was like at school. And as we were talking, we came up with this brilliant metaphor that kind of described his experience. And it was interesting because it related a lot to conversations I have about executives and what they need to do to create high performance in their world. And really what Devin was saying is that, his teachers tried to help him in school, but because his teachers didn't understand him, it's almost like they would yell at him or they would raise their voice. It sounded like they were yelling at him. And every time they tried to help, it actually hurt and made the problem worse. And the conversation was, his teachers weren't bad people, they just didn't understand because they came from a context of more like a circle, a regular, well-rounded person, which many teachers would be and lots of people in the world are. Problem is, Devin is more like a triangle. He's a different kind of a person, but a circle person doesn't understand a triangle, and therefore it's hard for them, no matter how good their intent, hard for them to help. And it was interestingly, we were in a Starbucks cafe, and we got this metaphor because the table we're sitting at was a round table and it had a triangle kind of cut into the table, and that's where the metaphor came from. So the conversation that I had with Devin as I was kind of helping him with this was really that the truth is, in society, our tendency is to take triangles and try and make them into circles. And that's what really messes up people who are different, high performers or people that have ADD or dyslexia. So the conversation with him was, his teachers have a great intent. But because they don't understand him and how to leverage his abilities, really what Devin needs to focus on is to be a better triangle. Same with lots of leaders, is focus on your strengths and be a better version of that. And then with these areas that are missing to make you a well-rounded person, that's where you delegate. You work on a team. You hire people or get other people to help you with it. And that's how people can be high performing. And if you look at real high performers that have ADD or dyslexia, they are amazing triangles and they've learned to embrace it, and they stop trying to fix these things that are different about them, and instead they outsource, hire, or delegate those parts of their life or their work, and they become usually a higher performing individual than your regular well-rounded circle.